We are reporting live from just outside the Bharat Mandapam. This is the international media center that has been created. You can see all the flags of the countries participating. Right behind me, we have the biggest team of reporters who are going to be covering each and every moment of this. But very significantly at this point of time, let me tell you that we are looking at the all-important meeting, the bilateral meeting between India and United States, where President Joe Biden in about 45 minutes from now will be meeting with Prime Minister Modi. It's wheels down for Air Force One as it touches down to the Parliament Technical Area, and in just a few moments we'll see the beast and the entire 50-vehicle convoy approach the Maurya Hotel in the heart of the national capital. From there it will make its way to 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, where the bilateral meeting is expected to take place. Now there's a lot on the cards, there's a lot of business that is expected to be announced, and very significantly, what are we looking at? The first, the most important aspect of this is the civil nuclear deal. And what really are we looking at? We're looking at small reactors, Rishabh. That's going to be the most important aspect of this particular bilateral meet. What can you tell us more about it?
Well, Madhav, there are 6 nuclear reactors of 11,000 megawatts each that are to be set up in Andhra Pradesh. This deal was signed back in 2008 during UPA era, but since then there hasn't been much of progress. In Prime Minister's visit, it was discussed, and today when Joe Biden meets Prime Minister for a bilateral, this will be high on agenda. Apart from that, in the civil nuclear deal, company to company deals have been brokered, but the progress is still holding.
What will happen on that? That's important. There's also a jet engine deal. That's an important one that was announced the last visit of Prime Minister Modi to the United States. What are we expecting? What's the progress on that?
Well, certainly very important deal as far as jet engines are concerned, because Prime Minister in June visited US, and there was an agreement from government to government, but company to company deal was left behind. Yesterday only the US Congress has passed the no objection to pave way to technology transfer, and this will enhance production of jet engines in India, and therefore the reason perhaps very important deal as far as jet engines concerned.
Very important to the point of technology transfer as well, but there's an important issue of visas. What are we expecting to see, and what exactly are India's demands? Because we've seen some amount of progress, yet there are hurdles. What are we expecting on that account?
Well, if you remember, when Prime Minister had gone to the United States in June, that time Joe Biden administration had announced that this would be there, but that was merely announced but not implemented. Now during the visit this time, it is expected that some sort of something will be finalized on it. Other than that, if we talk about the consulates, then 2 US consulates are going to be coming here in Ahmedabad and another in Bangalore, and 1 Indian consulate is going to come up in Seattle in United States. So that is also going to come up during the bilateral meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Joe Biden. So these 2 things are expected.
Well, very quickly, a quick word on the G20 Summit. The preparations over here as well. Over 50,000 policemen are being put in place to ensure the strict security arrangements. With perhaps never in the recent past have we seen this kind of a large number of heads of state and heads of government who are visiting New Delhi. And that's why I'm going to quickly ask Sabya, what are the arrangements that are in place for this G20 Summit? Sabya, quickly tell our viewers.
Well, absolutely. See, around 50,000 of the Delhi police personnel along with the central forces will be deployed, and also the Air Force along with their choppers will be taking rounds of the national capital to make sure that the entire national capital is completely secured. And the moment the delegates, the head of the states enter the Bharat Mandapam, they would be greeted by the artificial intelligence generated model of the mother of democracy figure. And in that exhibition, India will showcase its rich democracy right from the Vedic period to the modern era.
Well, rich demonstration of India's culture, India's history, but one very important area is going to be cryptocurrency. Can there be a breakthrough in that? The Ministry of Finance certainly hopes so. The Government of India certainly hopes so. Let's talk to Pragya about that. Pragya, what is the exact hope? Because this would be a massive breakthrough if G20 countries are at least able to come together on one table and on one page on this very sensitive issue of crypto.
So, Madhav, this is a legacy that Indian G20 presidency will give to the rest of the world. It's a major breakthrough. What we have given to understand is that IMF and also FSB, they have done a synthesis paper. They have said that we cannot give legal tender to crypto, but we need to regulate it because there may be financial and economic implication in the past. We need to mitigate those implications. So these are the findings that have come in the synthesis paper. This has been given to all the leaders, and India is very happy how the the conversations went through it. Basically, the other countries said that there is a very meaty conversation around it, and if they adopt it, leaders, India is very sure that this is going to be adopted. First, the achievement is that it is adopted for the leaders summit to be discussed in the agenda. This is very huge. And also, regarding this, there are certain, when we talk about management of debt sustainability, there is a pushback from China saying that climate resilient word should be removed from that, because this is very huge. Also, financial inclusion action plan. This is another legacy of the Indian G20 presidency. This will also, have massive implication on global economics, because this will also, they talk about MDBs, which is multilateral development banks, and there is also reformation on the cards for that. If that happens, this is also going to play in favor of global South.
All right. Let me